Welcome to another crystal ball reading. Let's see what my crystal ball will reveal about what's next in your career. Please be aware that the tarot cards you can see right here were randomly picked and are not related to the crystal ball reading itself. They are just a visual aid to help you choose your group. Please also be clear that these are general readings. That being said, pick the card you feel most drawn to and jump right into your reading. As always, you'll find the time markers in the description box below this video. See you soon! Group 1, welcome to your crystal ball reading. I just heard the message that from now on you should no longer be on your own. But now, let's see what's next in your career. As always, give me a moment to dive into the energies. I sense a blockage or frustrating circumstances, some sort of stagnation. Something is not going well in your professional situation, or the situation as it is now is unsatisfactory. I sense several energies, and please only welcome those energies that you can resonate with. There is no communication or an exchange of information is not taking place. Messages you are waiting for do not arrive, or messages that do arrive are of a frustrating or problematic nature. For some of you, you yourself ward off conversations or communication with others. Your thoughts are intensely preoccupied with the frustrating issues and problems that are preventing you from progressing professionally, getting ahead, or even re-entering the world of work. I just heard that you are far too preoccupied with these blockages. Another energy indicates family problems. In other words, your family situation itself is the reason for your professional standstill or your professional problems. A lack of future prospects is probably a major issue in your career. I perceive two energies here. One is boredom. You no longer feel stimulated, let alone challenged. I'm hearing the same old, predictable routine day in, day out. In this case, it's up to you to make a decision to change this state. The other energy is the health condition that has led to this deadlocked professional situation. The legal situation prohibits me from giving information about your state of health, but energetically speaking, I can tell you that time is working for you and that you are slowly but steadily healing, energetically, as I said before. Regardless of whether it's boredom or health problems, both energies warn against isolating yourselves, Group 1. Some of you are also extremely shy of people and avoid contact wherever possible. Perhaps you are even generally afraid to go out in public or to show yourselves in public. Now I receive many different energies that hold messages that serve as confirmation that this reading is meant for you. Some of these, I call them wild messages, may not be linked to your professional situation, but could still play a role in your present or will be relevant in the future. It might be helpful for you to pause the video for a moment and formulate a question that is currently weighing on your heart or mind. So let's start the energy carousel. A glacier will remain, or just a huge glacier. I've never received a message like this before, but it seems to be important for someone among you. Sudden melancholy or depressive episodes. And please, if you suffer from depression, seek help from a physician you trust. One of you is in great pain. Please don't suppress it any longer. Go and talk to a doctor about it. A golden moment in your life, a particularly precious and unforgettable moment. A forest glade. Now, a time announcement. Something can drag on for 6 to 12 months. Good and important news or information. Customers are lost due to unreliability or unresolved issues. A move. Loss of an entire circle of circumstances. This could be due to a move. That's all I have for you, Group 1. Thank you very much for spending your time with me, for your liking, for your commenting and subscribing. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your crystal ball reading. Let's see what my crystal ball will reveal about the energies around your career. As always, give me some seconds to dive into the energies. What's next in career for Group 2? Sudden revelations or messages. Out of the blue you will learn something. Or it could be quite surprising news. For some of you this could cause small fright. You could also be exposed to tensions in your professional environment. You find out something you weren't expecting, something that will bring clarity to the situation, but could still leave you uncertain about your professional future for the time being. I am aware that sounds sort of cryptic, but those whom this message is intended for will know what it means. I'm just the messenger here. I am hearing a confirmation of what I sensed and said before, namely, an announcement creates a negative atmosphere in the environment. But in the near future, doubt and uncertainty will give way to clarity and new realizations. You will recognize exactly what you have to do. The scales will fall from your eyes. Once you have gained clarity, success could come to you almost overnight. I am hearing. Keep an eye out. Remember how powerful you are. I now sense several energies. What all these energies have in common is the feeling of having to act fast or make a quick decision because the time factor plays a role. The first energy is for those of you who are resigning because of a new job. You will really enjoy this new challenge, and the work will give you a lot of pleasure and fun. You will feel like you are finally in the right place. The second energy is a vibe of downsizing, such as reducing working hours. The third energy is a temporary job, as for example a seasonal job or a probation period. Now I receive many different energies that hold messages that could serve as confirmations that this reading is meant for you. Some of these, I call them wild messages, may not be linked to your professional situation, but could still play a role in your present or will be relevant in your future. It might be helpful to pause the video for a moment and formulate a question that is currently weighing on your mind. Let's start with the energy carousel. A female energy appears out of nowhere. An accusation, a penalty notice, or a traffic ticket. A surprising approach. An obscene text message or phone call. Criminal environment. If you are out and about at night, be careful. If you are offered a job on the night shift, turn it down. Something will be unsuccessful. Be careful. Someone is trying to influence or manipulate you. Clear statements from two different people. A time frame within the next 4 weeks. A large circle of friends. A woman disappears from your life. Complications come to an end. That's all I have for you, Group 2. Thanks a lot for spending your time with me, for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Bye-bye. Group 3, welcome to your crystal ball reading. Let's see what's next in your career. As always, give me a little moment to dive into my crystal ball. The topic of money is clearly on your mind. In other words, the income or profitability of your self-employment or your own business. I sense several energies here, so please take on only those that you are in tune with. Some of you may be professionally at home in the world of accounting. I sense a financial audit. It could also be a tax inspection by the tax office. Others of you are thinking about what you can do to earn more money. For instance, talk to your superior about a pay rise or emigrate to take a job abroad that is better paid. Another topic, especially for those of you who have their own company, is how you can free up more money. Considerations such as conquering unexploited markets to increase your customer base, or perhaps the approval of a loan. I also sense waiting for revenue or funds. The money will come, but it takes some time. For some transactions or contracts, foreign countries or states might play a role. I feel there are still uncertainties and unresolved questions and issues. The uncertainty will remain with you until everything is clarified or all doubts are removed. I am hearing, I'm proud of you for weathering that storm. The feeling of having made a mistake or this is bad timing is likely to accompany you from time to time. Now I receive a bunch of many different energies that hold messages that serve as confirmation that this reading is meant for you. These wild messages, as I call them, may not be linked to your work situation, but could still play a role in your current life or will be relevant in the future. It might be of help to pause the video for a moment and formulate a question that is currently weighing on your mind or heart. So let's start with the energy carousel. The time for a fresh start has not yet come. An expensive house or flat. Money is coming. Sexual desire decreases. Illegal money. Black money. The financial situation will improve slowly but steadily. A home by the water. A mortgage. Cash in a safe. A child gets a place at university or starts an apprenticeship. A tax inspector. Now would be the wrong time for a separation. Mother-in-law A serious illness. If it affects you, please see a doctor. A time frame, about 1 year. Peaceful times are over. That's all I have for you, Group 3. Thank you very much for spending your time with me, and thanks a lot for liking, subscribing, commenting. Bye-bye.